Amber. If you can't hear me, you can type the words one to our screen. Very thankful for your coming. If you can hear me clearly, please just type the words one and let me know if you can hear me clearly. Hello? Is there somebody type the word one? Hi, friends, can you hear me? If you can hear me, please type word one. Let me know if you can hear me, because in the live stream, you know, sometimes internet or this instrument could have some problems. Okay. I already know that you can hear me. So let's start with today's live stream. So today I'm going to introduce you a few standards of the copper class steel and help you to identify different kind of material of the copper class steel. I will represent Sunlight to just share with you a few standards and also some experiments of how to choose the qualified copper class steel. And I also hope that through today's live stream, you can help your better and you can help to identify different kind of qualities, different kind of brands, copper class steel better. And I hope that through today's live stream, we can help you to boost your business better and also to win more projects in electricity or in oil industry. Thanks for coming. And let's start. So first, let me introduce you this diagram. Can you see it very clearly? This is a earthing mat. You must be very familiar with this, right? Actually, this is not very commonly to be seen in the real life because in most of cases, this will be buried underground. So people used to see the upper part earthing mat, which is like down conductors and also the lightning rod things. So like this very underground earthing system, people are not very commonly to see it. So since the reason, I would just simply introduce this mat a little bit. So first of all, as my opinion, this earthing mat is composed by two parts. The first part is the horizontal part. You can see the square mat. And the second part is the earthing rod. So talking about these two parts, could you write down your answers? What's your most commonly used material in this earthing mat? Could you tell me your choices? Can you write it down? Can you type it down on the screen? Let me know your answers. What kind of material do you usually purchase or do you usually use for connecting the earthing mat and also the earthing rod? Hi, welcome to our live stream. Hi, welcome. I didn't see your answers, so I believe that in your mind you already have your answer, right? Let me take a guess. I assume that there will be three choices for your daily life use. So the first choice would be pure copper, right? Pure copper wire, pure copper tape, and pure copper round wire, or pure copper earth rod, right? That's the most common choice. Okay. Thank you. I already saw your answer. Anik. Yes, 50 plus 6 millimeter pure copper tape. Yes, thanks for your choice. Thanks for your answer. Yes, I would say most people will use the pure copper, but because Pure copper, it has a great conductivity, and also during all these years, some chemical reactions, it can remain a great conductivity though. But this kind of material, it still has weakness because it's in a high price, it's in a high value. So if you purchase this kind of products, you have to hire a few guards to protect it from being stolen, right? That's kind of the biggest weakness. So talking about this weakness, some group of people, they may tend to use a much lower price material, which is called galvanized steel or pure steel products. So talking about the steel products, yes, it indeed reduced a lot of cost, but actually compared with copper, pure copper, it doesn't have a very good conductivity. So not even mentioned to carry the high current, which is led by the lightning, right? So is there any good product to replace those two kinds of products? Is there a third material can help us better and meanwhile can save money? Okay, thanks for your answer. Thanks for comments, Anik. Okay, I believe that if you contact with our technique group, if you contact with our sales group, they will just discuss this answer with you better. Maybe you can help us better. Maybe we can help you better. Could you please just contact with our sales group? You can share with us during individual meeting with us. Okay, let's continue. So is there any third material can combine the two features of the pure copper and also the steel? Well, I believe we do have a kind of material. So let me show you. Come here. Come here. Please, camera follows here. These products, their name are copper bonded steel products. Like this one. Sorry, let me wear the gloves to protect the copper better. This is the copper bonded tape. This is the copper bonded steel wire. And this are the copper bonded earth rod. So talking about the copper bonded, let me take a sample for you and to show you what does it look like. Okay, please check the surface of this earth rod. So copper bonded steel means the outer layers, they are copper layer, but the center core is steel core. This kind of products is kind of high-tech products in this world. So actually, you don't have to worry about this material because it has been used for long term. So during all these years, the international UL and also IEC has already regulated a few things about this kind of material. So it's kind of a better material and the best material to combine the copper and also to combine the steel features. Okay, so talk about material. Some people might ask us, well, since I already know the material, if I can just buy it from a random company in a random chances, well, actually, my answer is not. You cannot do that because let's see. Come here. Actually, I want to just introduce you two standards for this material, which is IEC and also UL. Well, a few clients may ask us, who do you think you are? Why do you have the qualifications to tell us these two standards? Well, actually, let me show you this page. Do you see here? We've already got the UL and IEC. And camera, take closer. This UL, we get it for rod electrodes and the cat number, etc. And this is IEC test report. We have already got it for earth rod. So is that qualified now? If it's not enough, so let me show you this booklet. This booklet is in Chinese, but I will read it for you. This is Chinese electricity standard for the copper bond distill. So actually, I want you to look at this page. Well, in our industry for copper bond distill in China, we only have one booklet for the standard, and the standard was written by first Chinese Electricity Science Research Institution, and the second company is Chengdu Sunlight Intelligent Company, which is us. So I believe these two reasons can make you believe us, right? I think it's already qualified enough for us to introduce you the standards, okay? So let's continue to talk about the two standards. Okay, picture that if you want to put your logo on the random or on the worst material, picture that you will use the worst material, you will use unqualified material to compete with the world's most famous brand, copper bond distill, to win some major projects. Picture that. How possible? How could that be? Well, if you use the goods who has already passed the IEC and who has passed the UL, well, that will be different, right? Because let's see the real reason why do I advise you to do that. Because you see, first, the IEC regulated first the copper thickness. The ground electrode, its thickness for the pure copper for the copper layer should be thicker than 250 micrometers, which is also the most commonly used 0.254 millimeters. Okay, so this few lines are the way of how to measure it. Later, I will show you the experiment for it, okay? So let me read a few lines for you. For the IEC, it regulates that you should use a magnetic thickness meter test for a length of half meter earth rods at both ends and also the middle. And you have to choose 3 points in every ends and also in the middle. The 3 points, each 2 points, you have to choose the interval into 120 degree. Okay, let me show you this picture if you don't understand it. Here, I draw a cylinder. Okay, this is earth rod. You have to choose the 2 ends, and each end you have to choose 3 points. And each 2 points, the interval should be 120 degree. So that's 1, 2, 3, 5, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's 9 points we should test for the IEC standard. Okay, let's do it now. Let's do the experiment right now. Okay, come here. Let's do the IEC test for the thickness to our products. As you can see, these electrodes are totally produced by our company, Sunlight. So let me just choose 9 points at the earth rod for you. And this is also the way you will be using to test your future material. Okay, so first 2 ends. So first 2 ends, right? Let me choose the first end. This end, choose 3 points. Okay. This is the thickness meter test machine. Do you see? This is 323 micrometers. Okay, let's change it into the second point. How much is it? How many is it? 306 micrometers. Still thicker than 254. Okay, let's choose the last point of this end. It's 286, still thicker than 254. So this is totally qualified. Let's choose another end. Okay. The second end for the IEC test. The first point. This is 342. Choose second point. This 350, and let me choose the third point. This 356. Okay, let's come to the final 3 points in the middle. (350, 15, 301. The last, okay, 339 micrometers. So we have already finished the IEC test for thickness. It's very simple, right? Okay, if you think it's simple enough, please just take out your thickness meter and to do the same test as I already told you, okay? So this is IEC test. We have completely be up to the standard. Okay, let's come to the second requirements to another standard. This is the copper thickness for UL. I can read it for you. Any point should be up to 0.25 millimeters. So it seems a little tricky and seems stricter than the IEC test, right? I'm a little bit worried. I'm a little bit nervous about if we're gonna reach their standard. So are you excited to check our material already? Because this is like my first time to do the test for those material, which I just took from a warehouse. Okay, from here, let me use the UL standard to test the thickness of our electrode. Choose a random point, right? It's a very big challenge. You can name a point as you want. You can point where I should test. How about let's test here? Is that okay? Okay, let me choose this one. See if can up to UL standard. Let me take out the gloves. It's a bit not easy to operate. Well, 311 micrometers. This is the first point I test for a UL standard. Let me choose the second point. Let me choose 3 points in total, okay? For UL test. Random point for it, random point. Oh, let's choose this electrode. Sorry. Random point for it. Can you read it for me? 399 micrometers. Let's choose one last point for it. This point, okay? (426 micrometers). It's okay if it's 200 micrometers thicker than the standard, as long as it's not lower than the value. So I've already finished the UN also IEC test. Are you excited to do the same test to your own material or to your supplier's material already? If you do, please just go ahead after I finished my live stream, okay? So that's a very simple test for the thickness. So it's far not enough because we have more and more standards to the copper bonded steel. So today, because time is limit, so I'm gonna introduce you 3 more tests for the copper bonded steel, and then I will go to the experiment room and do the test for you. Okay, so let's read the second test for it. The second one is the bending test. The IEC regulate that you bend the earth rod at 90 degree permanently, and then after 5 times of the diameter, you use your eyes to watch it. Should be no sharp edges or cracks or peeling off in the bending area. Okay, so IEC means you have to bend it in 90 degree, right? Okay, let's see what's UL regulated. UL says that you apply a force of the vertical rod body and permanently bend it in 30 degree and see them without any damage. So it's kind of very strict to the material, right? But today we are gonna do a stricter experiment to the earth rod, stricter than the 2 standards, which means we are gonna bend our electrodes in a 90 degree for 3 times, which means permanently bend it. And then let's see if there's any cracks or peeling off. Okay, let's go. Okay, let's invite our engineer, Mr. Lee, to do the bending test right now. He's gonna set the machine in a condition, in a situation who will bend the earth rod in a 90 degree for 3 times. Please wait for it patiently. He's adjusting the machine and also the data here. Okay, you can check this is 90 degree, right? We set angle, and the time we set is 3 times. Okay, let's start. Machine has already started to work. This is the first time bending. And a few clients may ask us, why do we have to do the test? So what's the meaning of it? So like I just did for the thickness, I was intended to tell you if the worst material, the thickness will not be up to the standard, then not to mention to carry the large current during the lightning happening. And for the bending machine, its meaning is to test for you before you install it in on site. You know, later I will tell you more reason about why do we do the bending test. Okay, now it's doing the bending test. Please let the camera follow me here. Let me tell you why do we have to do the bending test. Come here. Because it takes a few seconds to do the bending test. So let's tell you why do we have to do the bending test. So first, is there any friends who work in the construction site? If you do, you must be very familiar with these accessories, right? Couplers, driving head, driving stud. Okay, so as you can see, this is our earth rod. It will be just into the earth, right? By the hammers or by labor force or by the electronic hammer. So um, normally we would use these tools. We will use these tools to help it to be punched into the earth. So this is copper. We used to connect with this earth rod and then use this accessories to help it to better punch into the earth, right? Have you seen these videos? They will use a electronic hammer to hammer it to punch it into the earth. During those process, you see, you will use a very, very big force to punch it. So during this process, if the electrode is in a bad quality, if it's not qualified, then there or somewhere else will have peeling off or cracks. Thus, the copper layers will be peeled off or will be damaged by the installing. And after it be buried underground, during the long term, the earth change and or earthquake or something else, the earth will give a force to the electrode. If it's unqualified, then the copper layer will still, start to peel off or start to have cracks or something else. Then not to mention to catch the high current, right? So that's the another two major reasons why do we to do the bending test. So let's see. Let's go and check how this works. Now we have already finished twice to the bending. Let's wait for another bending to the electrode, and let's see if there's any peeling or if there's any cracks. I'm very excited to see. I'm a little nervous to see. Okay, have we finished it? Okay, let Mr. Li to show us how the electrode performed. Will it have any cracks or peelings? After we already passed the UL and also the IEC standard, will it? Okay, camera gets closer to the bending part. Now you're in like 5 times visual inspection to the bending part. You see, there only have some marks which are bended by the machine, but it doesn't have any cracks, doesn't have any peeling off. So this is totally qualified to UL and also the IEC standard. Actually, I want to show you this earth rod. This earth rod we bought it from other companies, from a unqualified brand. You see, after we did the bending test for it, you see, it starts to have the peeling off. It starts to have a huge gaps for the cracks. This is unqualified material. After it has been damaged by the installation site, we'll still use it for catching the high current. Okay. That's the second experiment to the electrode. So let's come to third experiment. Okay. So the third experiment I want to share with you is this tensile strength. IEC said that copper bonded steel earth rod should have a force to bury the force of 350 megapascal to 770 megapascal, which means if you use a machine to pull this electrode, it should bury at least 350 megapascal, and it should be not up to 770 megapascal. Okay, so I'm gonna do this experiment for you. So let's see if UL has any regulations to it. Okay, UL doesn't have any, but we will do it for IEC test. Okay, so let's start. Let's invite our Mr. Li to show you the tensile strength experiment for you. This machine will tear this electrode at the two ends in a certain force. So let's see if how much force this electrode can bury. Friends, have you already saw this test before? This could take a few minutes. So during this test, we will have to continue another test, which is like high current test. Okay, let's wait for this machine work. And now Mr. Li, he's inputting the data for the electrode, like its length, its diameter, and also its other data. So after the machine works, let's go to another room and show you the high current. Let's invite Mr. Gong to do the high current experiments right now. Actually, this experiment we didn't regulate it in the IEC and the UL, but we regulated in our Chinese standard. So I still want to show you how good quality our earth rod could be. Okay, let's Mr. Gong to start his experiment. Okay, you can start. You may start. We're now adjusting the high current into a level which is 7.5 kiloampere. So during the whole experiment, you could check the surface start to have high current. You can see the color is changing. Did you see this experiment before? Because this is not very common to see in the real life. This may be the only chance you could see in the real life, right? So we're going to show you in the live stream. Now the temperatures get higher and higher. I believe there must be a strong current. You see the color is changing. It's changing to light red. After 4 seconds, now we're going to stop the experiment. Okay, after the temperature gets lower, after it gets cooler, let's see the surface. Will it have any cracks or peeling or any melting? Okay, actually the camera can get closer. Just see the surface, it doesn't have any melting. Let me show you one earth rod we have did the test before. Do you see the surface has a lot of bumps? This is a unqualified product we have bought before. You can observe, you can check our material. You can check our surface right now. Camera can take closer. You see there's no any bumps or cracks or peeling or melting at all. So this is a qualified electrode. Okay, thank you, thank you. So let's check out the third experiment results for the tensile strength. It hasn't been finished yet because it takes a few minutes. During this experiment, it could be a little dangerous because you will see the earth swab gets tear into two parts right now. You'll hear a very large, a very big sound for this experiment. It's quite scary and quite shocking. So after this experiment finished, we will show you what's the data and what's the force we should put to the electrode. So let's see if it's qualified. Our engineer tells us there are about 2 minutes left waiting for the electrode to be tear apart. And during this term, do you have any questions for us? Okay, actually this experiment is quite shocking, so we have to stay away from it. And during this term, do you have any questions? If you do, please just write it down on the screen. I believe our technique group will just answer you directly. Do you supply if customer insists on galvanized earth? Okay, of course. I have to stop. I have to stop for a minute and let's. Did you hear the sound? Did you hear the very shocking sound just now? Which means the electrode get torn apart into two parts. It's really scary. Let's see how much is the force. 开多少力啊？ Did you check the data here? Mr. Li is showing you the force is 600 megapascal. Okay, it's a very great data. Thank you, thank you. 好，谢谢。Thanks for him. So, have you already seen it? We use about 600 megapascal to tear the electrode apart. So let's come back to the IEC. Do you see here? You put a force which is 350 to 770 megapascal. If you put that large force, if the earth rod can burn with it, actually the experiment tells us our electrode can burn with 600 megapascal force, which is totally qualified to the standard. Okay, thank you so much for coming. Now we already finished all of our experiments already. So let's come back to the question. Do you supply if customer insists on galvanized steel earth rod? Yes, of course. Orhan, is that right? If I pronounce your name like that, Orhan? Of course, we can supply you with galvanized earth rod, and of course, our galvanized steel earth rod is also in a very good standard and a very good quality. Okay, so the second question, what is the tensile ratio? Okay, for about the tensile ratio, I will let our sales group to contact you, okay? and I will let our tech group to answer you this question. Hi friends, which the first letter is A. Could you please just contact our sales group and to answer you the tensile ratio? Mr. Checo, what is the material grade of the steel? Well, so many very, very technical questions. How about let's invite our engineer to answer you this question. Let me find our Mr. Hong and Mr. Engineer to answer you this question. 那个tensile ratio 就是那个拉伸力的比数嘛。对。Now our main engineer, Mr. Gong, he's gonna answer your question directly in typing words into the screen. So I believe no matter how technical is your answer, he will answer it correctly and scientifically right now. How much current did you pass during? Okay, about the current, I can answer you directly. We have put a high current, which is 7.5 kiloampere to the test. What is difference between copper banded rod and the copper clad rod? Actually, this kind of two names, they're the same. Maybe they have slight difference, but generally speaking, they are the same. It's like we are using the copper bonded steel because we want to let you feel the copper bonded steel is having better quality than the copper clad steel. Okay, hi friends, did you see Aiden answer the question? The tensile ratio is 0.8 to 0.95. Did you see the answer already? Aiden is our technical group, one of our teams. His name is Aiden, and also Chinese name is Mr. Gong. He has already answered your question. Okay, thanks for your question though. And during your of course, my friends, you can type your questions right now, and during the process, I also want to show you if you have interest to knowing more about our products, because I have already showed you a lot of tests already, so which means our products can totally up to the standards for UL and also IEC, and not to mention our Chinese standard. So how about if you want any samples, you can directly order from our company, because you see here, take a picture at those package ways. Those are the packaging we did for our very famous and very, very quite powerful clients. We used to pack all our earth rods into this shape and into this kind of packaging for them. As you see here, we use the wooden box and also use the steel accessories to pack our earth rod, and we also use the foam to pack it, like sending them the samples, and we will also use the nylon bags to pack them, to prevent them from corrosion or from being damaged. And here, this is the wooden box. We have already packed them very well. Hi, Zhen Shao, could you please repeat the thickness again? Oh, you want to let me repeat the thickness experiment for you, right? Okay, I would repeat that later, a few seconds later. So before that, I also want to show you more about our products. So this is a copper bonded steel. Oh, not the experiment. What kind of experiment did you want me to repeat? Did you mean what kind of thickness of the earth rod we can supply for you?
Yes.
The most commonly size is 0.254 millimeters for the copper bonded steel. Is that your answer? Yes, Joyce have already answered you. What is the thickness of the copper on the earth rod? We have 0.254, and we also have other different kind of thickness like 0.8, if that's what you need. Okay, let's continue. Those are some packaging for the copper bonded tape and also copper bonded wire. You can just send your requirements to different kind of packaging. We can totally pack it by your own requirements. And I also want to show you some pictures sent by our customer. This is some project on-site picture our clients have already sent to us. You see here, they are bearing the copper-clad round wire in a horizontal mat. Remember, I showed you the mat. And these are some copper bonded round wire. And this is ALG rod. Actually, we also produce ALG rod. Those are the very, very nice pictures, very, very precious pictures our clients have already sent to us. We have more. If you want to look more, please just make an appointment with us. We can have your individual meeting, or we can have a special meeting with you and to offer you more material as long as you like.
No question.
Hi friends, can you see the answer on the screen? Our engineer Aiden, he is answering you the questions right now. Our engineer Aiden has a lot of years experience in the copper bonded industry. So I believe he will answer you these questions very well. Actually, that's so much for today. We have already finished all of our experiments and also finished all of our live stream. If you have any questions, please just go ahead. We will have like 10 minutes or 5 minutes. We'll close the live stream room. Let me read the questions, if you have any. And my question is difference of the term bonding and cladding. Okay, Krishna, thanks for your question. Very thanks for your question. Hi friends, could you please leave your question right now because our engineer Aiden is not answering you. My dear friends, you can answer your questions right now. And you must have a moment to do the experiment for the electro, to do the experiment for the copper bonded steel material is not very easy. So during this whole process, if you have any material you want to test, you can just send it to us. If you have any experiment you haven't seen before, we have a lot of machines actually. Okay, camera follows again. We have a lot of machines. We can do all the tests for you. Because we are factory, so I believe we will host a very high standard project. So this is the high current machine. So send your electrode to us. We will do the experiment for you. If you trust us, you can also take our electrodes as your sample. And like those are the bending machine. You see, we have did the experiment for you just a few minutes ago. And this is the machine to test the resistance for the electrodes, if it's up to the standard or not. We haven't done this experiment before because the time is limited. Okay, so we have a lot of machines you can check in this room. And not just this room, we also have other rooms to test every material. Friends, you have to trust us because we are a factory. If you are buying things in a random trading company or a random factory without any qualifications, without any test reports, without any certificates, how are you gonna believe them? Do they gonna show you all these experiments? Do they have the machines to show you about these experiments? Also in that room, we also have more machines to do the test for other series of the products. Okay, so friends, please leave your questions right now. Do you have any? Okay, if you don't, okay, friends, if you don't have any questions, I'm gonna stop and I'm gonna say goodbye to you, and maybe see you next time in next live stream. Please just leave your comments at the screen. If you have any other requirements to other products, we can arrange another live stream for different series of our products. Dear Kamesh, what's the difference between copper bonded and the copper coated? Hi, dear Kamesh, can you just read Aiden's answer? Aiden's answer you right now. Okay, then what's the length and the weight of your earth rod? We have different lengths for the copper clad steel. Come here. This copper clad steel, let's say copper bonded steel, is 1.5 meter long. And these two are also 1.5 meter long. And you can send your requirements to our sales team. We can customize as your needs. We can offer them in half meter, 1 meter, or 1.2 meter, or 1.5 meter, or 2 meter, 2.2 meter long. And you can also use the coupler to connect two earth rods together. So which means you can have a 3 meter long or 6 meter long earth rod for the earthing job. Okay, so except for the length, you also want to know the weights, right? Actually, about the weight, our engineer or our sales can answer you directly in this live stream, because different size, different lengths, earth rods will have different weight. Okay, then is that right if I pronounce your name like that? What is the weight of 1.5 meter rod? Hi, Mr. Aiden, our engineer, please answer the questions right now on the screen. And then please do not worry. I believe a few seconds later, our sales team and also our technical team will just answer you this question directly. Please do not worry about it. We have already saw your answer, saw your question, sorry. Hi, my friends. Could you please see those answers on the screen? Our engineer Aiden is trying to answer your questions right now. Aiden, he is calculating the length, which is 1.5 meter long earth rod, and he's calculating the weight for you. Then please wait for a few seconds. He is calculating it. And friends, you have already asked us about the current problem, right? What current we have been input into the electrode, which is not 25 kiloampere. If the current is that high, I believe everything we're gonna be melting, right? Melted. Okay, so about that current, I believe you have already saw our answer in the screen, right? On the screen, because Aiden have already answered you that question just now. Okay, hi Zhen, did you see Aiden's answer right now? He's saying the diameter, which is, the length, which is 1.5 meter, weighs about nearly 2 kilograms. Hi Zhen, is that the answer that you like? Okay, thanks for your question. Hi friends, we don't have much time. If you have any questions, please go ahead and type it on the screen. I believe our engineer can answer all of the questions because he is very well experienced in this industry. Okay, thank you, Kamesh, sorry, is that right to pronounce your names like that, Kamesh and Zen? Hi, I still see there are a lot of friends who's in this live stream. Do you have any questions right now? If you have any other questions, if you have any other needs, please send your messages to this email, which is info8sltup.com. Okay, thank you. Hi friends, do you have any question right now? If you don't, we're gonna have to finish our live stream and see you next time. And also my next question is, do you have any other needs to our other products like exothermic welding powder and other things, we can arrange another live stream for you. Okay, thank you, Krishna. Okay, thanks for coming, my friends. So there are so much about today. So maybe I will see you next time. See you in another live stream. Okay. So see you. Bye bye. Thanks for coming.